Hi, I'm Tyler with KickFire Classics. We're going to take you through a two-player game of OBTINEO, our 3D board strategy game that's on Kickstarter currently. This is not the production box, but when you do open up the box, what you find inside is these are promotion chits. Thank you, Jason. Jason is our model today. Promotion chits, which I'll explain a little bit later. We'll get them out, we'll get them organized. They correspond with diamond spaces on the board once we get the board built. And we get some explainer cards which show troop movement, and on the other side will be this that tells you how you can buy more troops. Alright, do you need one of these cards, mister? We've played it enough that we feel pretty confident. Alright, what color are you going to be? There's enough pieces in the box for 6 players. We'll be playing a 2-player game. Which one do you want to be? Just pick one. Okay, I'm going to be... Oh, I was going to be red. Alright, if you're going to be red...
That's your color.
Then I'm going to be black. So next we get out our troops. And then we can dig right into the build portion of the game. So we actually build the board that we're going to play with from these pieces. And we've got 4 of these purple hexes. You got 3 of these with 2 blue and a green. And then you got 1 of each of these. Now the resources that you must have to accelerate in the game is the blue, green, and yellow. So you want to pay attention to that. This is your port hex where you move your troops onto the board. All right, we'll go ahead and start. Jason, we start by whoever's birthday is next goes first. And mine's February 10th, so I go first because you're February 12th. Just go ahead and place a hex out in the middle. You have to make sure these divots here on the edges match up. And then we go ahead and just start putting piece down one at a time.
Or it is not even.
Huh?
Or it is not even.
Or what's not even? Oh yeah, you have to use the divots or the board doesn't work right. What else do we do now? You don't have to put the purple ones down first. You can put down whatever ones you want first. You can even put your port hex where you move your troops in down at the beginning. I don't necessarily recommend that, but you can. And you can keep putting down hexes wherever you want. There's no rules about how the island of OBTINEO has to be built. You can build it however you feel like. It's going to be to your advantage. Jason here has played with me a number of times. So he's feeling pretty good about his strategy so far. How about it?
Not sure yet.
Not sure?
I'll find out when the board is finished.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, mister.
Oh, it's my turn?
Tokate.
Okay.
It's your turn. What's it gonna be, man?
I play the must-have piece.
Looks like we got a pretty one-sided board so far. We'll have to see how it plays out when we're done. When we're done. Board placement is actually a really important part of the game. So if you get the board right, it can be a tremendous ally in your defense or your expansion of armies, so you need to pay attention. The levels, as you'll see in just a couple minutes, actually help decide how quickly you can expand your armies and promote and buy more troops. So I'm going to put mine right here. And we don't have a direct line, which is good. It's going to be an interesting game. All right, now we both start with 3 troops automatically, 3 privates. A private is a piece with no ring on it. So we get 3 privates each. Now privates can move one space on the flat side of the diamond to diamond there, per turn, except when they move out of the port, then they can move 2. And it's any time they move out of the port, so they can move 2 anytime. You had a question? So?
Are we going to tell them about corporals and sergeants? Or right now?
We'll get to that.
About when we buy
So we'll go ahead and move our troops out into the battlefield. Now, your troops can go up 1 level on that first turn out of the port, and your privates can do that anytime. They can go up 1 level, but they only move 1 space, and they have to move the flat side of the diamond. They can't move diamond to diamond. That's reserved for your sergeants. So Jason's turn. He's going to move his guys out, and he's a smart man. All right, now on this turn we collect promotion chits. These are these here, and depending on what layer your troop is on, you get different amounts of the color of promotion chits. So I have a green that's on the second layer here, so I get 2 of those greens. I have a blue that's on the second layer, so I get 2 of the blues, and then I get another green for this guy here that is on the first level green. So then, after I collect my promotion chits, I can buy troops, but I don't have the right resources to be able to do that. So I'm going to move my troops and then pass the turn. You can just top. They're in the frame. They're fine.
Okay.
Are you not going to collect your promotion chits?
Oh.
Jason has this habit of not collecting his promotion chits. And this is the only warning that I'm going to give him this game because, frankly, I like it when he doesn't collect them because then I don't have to worry about him getting more troops. But he has a second level yellow, a second level blue, and a first level green, so he gets those. Now, are you going to buy any troops? Because you have the right resources to be able to buy a private, should you desire one.
You do need.
So he needs a green, a blue, and a yellow.
Yeah. I don't think I will buy one.
You're not going
this
to?
turn.
Okay.
No.
You going to move your troops then?
I'm going to move this guy here.
Okay, now I'm going to forego collecting my troops. See how I'm on the second level yellow, green, and blue? Well, you only need 1 green, 1 yellow, and 1 blue to get a private. So I have enough to get 2 privates right now. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and forgo pulling him out and putting him back. So from here, I'm going to move troops. I'll move that one there, and that one there, and that one there. And now it is Jason's turn.
I get 2 greens because one of my red guys is on the second level. I get 2 blues because one of my other guys is on the second level blue, and I get 2 yellows because my last guy is on the second level yellow. And I'm gonna buy 2 privates. I don't really have to take the chits, I can just buy them, but I like doing that.
Which is just fine with me.
Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna buy a 3rd because I can.
3 privates?
Because I can't.
Talk about expanding your armies. You just doubled your players on the board, didn't you?
Yeah. I'm gonna move him up here, him down here, him there. Then I'm gonna move him here, there, and there.
All right. Nicely done. Now it's my turn. I've got a 3rd level orange. So I'm actually going to take these chits this time just to make sure that I got it all right. So I'm going to take 2 yellow, 2 green, 3 green, 2 blue. Now, I believe I have enough for a corporal. Corporal here is one of these players with a ring. Now, I can do one of 2 things. Either I can promote one of my privates on the board to a corporal by paying the normal rate for a corporal promotion, or I can promote one off of the board and start moving him up through the ranks that way. I'm going to do that because I like to add more pieces to the board if I can. So I'm going to buy myself a corporal, and that is 2 orange, 2 yellow, 2 green, and 2 blue. All right, I'm going to move my corporal in on the board. Now, your corporal can move different ways, and this card, this handy card, will show you how it works, but they can move flat across I can't move up a level unless I have some help in the form of another troop here like this. But I can't move up 2 levels, so I can't go up here. If I were here already, I could move up and across and all the way down to here with my corporal. But since I'm in my port and it's my first shot at this, I'm going to go ahead and think really hard. I'm going to move him here, and then I'm going to move the rest of my troops. I'm going to move that one there. Okay, I'm going to call that my turn.
Okay, I get 3 reds because I have a guy on 3rd level red, 2 yellows on level 2, 2 blues.
You actually get a 3rd blue too.
Oh,
and you get three greens.
Blues, 3 greens.
There you go.
So, what I'm gonna do, I have the right chits for privates. I don't have the right chits for corporal. I just need yellow. I need oranges, and then I will have enough. But I have reds, which are used for sergeants, so I can't really do anything besides buy more privates.
And you don't really want to? You're gonna buy some privates, or you're gonna save up for something a little bit different?
I think I'm gonna go for something a little different. Okay, I'm gonna move. I'm gonna go here, 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 and here.
All right. And it's my turn to collect some promotion chits. I finally get some reds. You can't get a sergeant without reds, so that's kind of important. Get some orange, get a couple of greens, a couple of blues, and a couple of yellows. Now, I do not have enough to do exactly what I want. But here's the question. Can I do partially what I want and get what I want next time? And I think the answer is yes, so I'm going to go for it. I'm going to get myself another corporal. What's wrong? Why are you doing that? Besides being a goofball 11-year-old. All right, find myself another corporal. I'm going to put him on the board in the port, and then I'm going to start moving guys. All right, troops. Where are we going? I'm going to take you here and you there. I'm going to plant you right there on the blue. Okay, now you may wonder, why am I going around like this? To get to the higher ground. Higher ground means more promotion chits. It also means downhill attacks, which you'll see in just a little bit. And the higher ground is definitely the better place to be, right, Jace? Okay, go for it, mister. It's your turn.
3 oranges, 3 reds, 2 yellows, 2 blues, and 3 greens.
And we haven't explained how to win. On a 2-player game, there's two ways to win. You can either move one of your troops into the enemy's port or take all of their guys. In a 3-player game, you can do any combination of moving into their ports and getting promotion rings from them and moving into their ports, or eliminating all the other players. But for the purposes of this game, what we're trying to do is to get a troop into the other person's port or wipe out their entire army. Go ahead, Jace.
He's an expert in downhill / domination / bulldozing. So I'm going to be seeing downhill bulldozing soon, which is not...
You might, actually.
I might, yes.
I'm
going to buy a sergeant.
I think I've got to win in 2 turns.
I'm going to buy a sergeant.
Oh, that could change things. I mean, I think I have a win in 2 turns, but not with your sergeant. Sergeants can move diamond to diamond. So if I had a sergeant, which is a private with 2 rings, I can move the same way a corporal, so straight lines, as many pieces as I want, or as many spaces as I want, as long as it doesn't go uphill by itself. Or it can move diamond to diamond, so where this corporal can move here, or it can actually move up and across. Since I've got these troops I'm moving through, and it can go down to here. I can't move right here. I can't move diamond to diamond, point to point like that. But his sergeant will be able to. Did you buy yourself a sergeant? Sergeant
Schmuckatine.
Schmuckatine. Sergeant Schmuckatine actually can move up because anytime you're moving through your own troops, you can move uphill. So this sergeant here could attack me right here. Could go all the way up to this level and attack me. I don't think he's going to do that.
That's not very smart, because if I move my sergeant up to here, take his piece, he can attack me from here and then move this guy again because he attacked me.
When you attack downhill, you get a second move.
And then he could attack me from here, so he has 2 options.
Yeah, so you're not going to do that,
It's not
right?
safe for me.
No, not yet.
Okay, so I'm going to move this guy there. And I got those guys.
What are you doing with Sergeant Schmuckatine? Schmuckatine.
Let's see what I'm going to do with them.
Now this board, you can see we built it pretty compact. We have higher levels. We're pretty close together. You can also build the board so it's nice and flat, and it's a little bit slower of a game because you have to cover more territory. Really, with every game, it's completely different. If you add a third player into this, it's a whole new dynamic, isn't that the case, Chase? Remember that 6-player game we played?
That was insane.
Where Jake Shelley won?
The board was like this.
It was huge.
Big.
It was awesome. But it takes a long time. When you get 6 players, it's quite a game.
Boring after a while.
Well, unless you're a hardcore gamer, then you'd love it.
Yeah.
It's your turn there, mister. Are you moving your Sergeant Pickle Pants or whatever his name is?
Schmuckatine.
Schmuckatine? What are you doing with him?
Right here.
Alright. Alright, my turn. I get 5 yellows. 3, 4, 5 yellows. I get 3 reds. I get 3 oranges. Orange. I get 2 greens. And 3 blues. Alright. I have enough for Sergeant. I'm gonna buy one. And Jason, get ready. The rain is coming. I might even buy a corporal if I have enough guys left over, chits left over. And I think I do. I'm gonna get a sergeant and a corporal. I'm so excited. So there's my sergeant. I put 2 rings on a private and I can move it. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna field promote a sergeant. Pow. Right there. Alright. And then I'm gonna buy another corporal because I can. The game rewards aggression. So, let's be aggressive, shall we? Oh, I can win, watch.
I know.
I can be lifted up and over, since I've got
see.
him right here. I'm gonna take this guy right here. And I get a second move because I'm moving downhill. I'm moving to his port, and that's the game.
Yeah.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm leaving.
Yes, you can't do that.
You
dude.
sure?
Yeah, you gotta at least help me clean up the board. Now, in a 2-player game, it can be very quick. The game can go that fast, where we're like 10 minutes in, and then it's done. You tear it apart and you do a new game. And a 3-player game or more becomes much more spread out and faster, slower, depending on the people you're playing with. Did you have anything to say besides that you hate losing to your dad?
I do.
Go ahead.
If he hadn't taken this one guy,
Okay, let's go. Let's rewind it.
And if he hadn't murdered me and gotten
Should we play a different scenario? I can play out a different turn if you want.
Yeah. Play
Okay.
out a different turn and I'll show you what I want.
Okay, well here's my next turn. My next move was to come. I'm going to be lifted by this guy so I can go up and over. And then I can go down as many times down as I want. I'm going to take that guy down. And then I'm going to take your sergeant down. And that was one move. And then this guy can go up 1 by himself, and then he can be lifted 2, and I could go to here, and then I could like kill some guys over here, And that would, well, I gotta move this guy out. Okay, that would be my turn.
Okay, so I would basically collect my chips, buy a sergeant and a corporal.
Assuming that you can.
Assuming that
Assuming that you could get enough chits to do that.
Because 3 and 3.
Yeah, but do you have enough blues and greens to get a sergeant and a corporal?
I'd have 3 plus 3,
Wow.
and then 4.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Play out your
So,
scenario.
I'd buy these 2. I'd
Yeah.
move him up to here,
Yeah?
and then I'd move him.
You can't move him to diamond tip to diamond tip, so you'd have to.
Well, if I had my sergeant there, I'd move him up and use him.
You can't turn that corner like that, bud.
Well, I didn't really know what I was going to do with this guy, but I did know what I was going to do with this guy. So that...
Alright, well, let's keep playing it out then and see how it goes.
Okay.
Alright,
Let's
well,
kill him.
you better because
Die.
well, you can't kill me.
Die.
You can't kill him.
Die! I win!
Well, high five.
I won! Metaphor, I don't think I won.
You won in your dreams.
I won in my dreams because in my dreams I can do that.
You can cheat like crazy.
Yeah, but he did win.
So
and you can't really knock players off like bowling pins. That's not really fun to
No,
play
that's
with.
not
People
cool.
like do that.
And
I
of
just,
course,
I just do that because it's fun.
yeah. So that's a 2-player game of OBTINEO. If you have other questions about how the game might work, we might consider doing a 3-player game demo. But if you have any questions, post them in the comments on this video. We'd be glad to answer them. Thanks.